everybody. My name is Dustin. Chandra's over here meandering, doing something. Dilly-dallying, tomfoolery, some sort of shenanigans.
Always shenanigans.
That place with all the stuff on the walls?
No.
Here.
I have food.
She is food. It is summertime and the living is breezy. The summertime for us is a little more hectic, especially since we have decided to be the chauffeur for the girl.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're done with our day, we get to drive her home.
Right. And today was a little bit more busy than usual because you had to go buy her swimsuits because mommy and daddy forgot to bring a swimsuit over, and we have a neighborhood pool that she wants to go to every day, which is really hard to take her there when she doesn't have anything to wear.
Yeah, you gotta have a swimsuit to go swimming.
Right.
And
Can't swim naked.
And we were lucky enough to have it all to ourselves today.
It was very nice.
It was very nice. And she's having difficulties acclimating to the pool where she is.
It's really odd.
Because she's afraid to a degree, I guess.
Well, and she wasn't last year, which is the difference.
Yeah.
Last year, she would just get in and play and do her thing. She would jump in off the wall. She would swim away from the walls and like be in the water. I say swim, not exactly swim, but like walk around in the area she was taller than and that kind of stuff. And now this year it's crying and whining and I can't, I'm scared, I can't. And it makes it really difficult to go to the pool. Makes the pool not enjoyable for sure.
Yeah.
And I understand that kids have to acclimate and things have to happen a certain way, but we've gone to the pool a lot for her to still act this way.
But she's coming out of her shell. She played in a tube today. I got her a tube. It's probably a little bigger than I wanted to buy, but the pickings were slim.
I'm sorry if I'm chomping.
I made her some beef and broccoli.
Dustin made me beef and broccoli. And I put a little of that GH Hughes sugar-free General Tso's on top of it. It's slamming.
Slamming, bamming.
Bussin'.
It's bussin'. That's the girl's new favorite word. It's bussin'.
It's bussin'.
Shauna's here.
Hi, Shauna.
She says, we'll all just drag on in.
I'm sorry we're late.
And Charlie's here.
Hi, Charlie.
Evelyn.
And Evelyn. I had to shower because I do wear sunscreen and I cannot have that stuff on me for too long. I start to itch. It bothers me.
I have to shower later tonight.
On top of getting the chlorine off.
And Shauna says hi to us, and everyone's saying hello to each other. Evelyn's watching both us as well as Chris cooking Nashville. It really bothers me that we have set to go live at the same time as him. And I know that like we were doing it first, and it's no shade to him whatsoever at any stretch of the imagination. It's just
you want to watch him.
I want to watch. I was like, I want to watch him. There's also another live going on right now that I want to watch. It's talking about like the origins of Friday the 13th, the movie series. And I'm like, I want to watch this too. There's just so much going, and I can watch the replays, but it's so much better when you're in the live and chatting and doing all that stuff. So that's my thing. I'm like,
and you're not a good multitasker.
I'm not.
That's not one of the things on his resume. And if it is, he's lying.
If you're wanting to hire me, don't listen to her. I'm a great multitasker. Yeah, I both put up with her stuff and love her at the same time.
I mean, you are good at that.
Yeah. Shauna's spending time shut into her home for the most part, and the fires all around. The smoke is horrible.
Stay safe, Shauna.
Yes. She says, all around meaning at least an hour and a half, no fire danger here.
If it starts to spread your way, leave.
Yeah.
I know you already know that, but, we care. We don't want you burned away.
Charlie said he just saw 2KK give a favorable review of Coco Zen.
Nice.
Nice. I haven't seen that yet. I do have a jar with their new label ready to go for a giveaway for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, everybody. I just haven't had a chance to, itchy shoulder, make the video yet. We'll need to do that probably
Are we
sometime
at
soon.
5,000?
We are almost there. We're less than 200 away.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, tell your friends and neighbors to come subscribe.
So we do have a sizable amount of stuff to give away.
Yeah.
We have a jar of Cocoa Zen to give away, the new packaging or whatever, the new label. And I have 2 full packs or 2 full 30 count packages of salty to give away.
Mm-hmm.
Your choice of a all flavor and a
Unflavored.
and an unflavored, or both flavored if you want them. I guess I could also give away 2 unflavored if I had to, but those are my favorite. So, yeah. So there will be, and there might be some more surprises in the near future. We may give away a little egg cooker or something like that. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah. You never know.
Perfect timing. CCN just played an amazing meal.
We'll have to go back and watch that.
Let's see. I have a love-hate with Cocoa Zen. I feel like an open jar is an empty jar. You are not lying.
The one thing that we've been doing is if you have a spoonful or 2 and then put it in the fridge changes the consistency of it.
It makes it more of a solid.
Right.
More of a hard, like a solid fudgy consistency.
Right, fudgy. And it's harder to get it out of the jar. So you take longer to eat it. So try it that way. Try it in the fridge. Sorry, this is a huge piece of broccoli, and I am going to fit the whole thing in my mouth, so excuse me.
One of her many talents. So let me go back. Let me go over here real quick because I'll bring up what Cocoa Zen looks like for everybody.
And we would have been closer to on time, but I had to shower. I had to step in the washer. I did not step in the dryer because I do not need fluffed. I'm already fluffy enough.
All right, so let me see if I can go ahead and share this with everybody here. Okay, so this is the new packaging. So this is what I have. I have a jar of this on top of the fridge. I didn't hide it very well, so I'm surprised that someone hasn't eaten it yet. But
you told me not to eat it.
Yeah, I did.
I know how to listen.
Yeah, so
sometimes.
So, and what we'll do is, I understand there's questions that Elle is asking questions about this. So this is what it looks like. This is, so its ingredients is blanched almonds, palm oil, erythritol, cocoa powder, whey protein isolate, soy lecithin, guar gum, contains less than 1% vanilla and monk fruit extract.
So pretty good. And serving size is 2 tablespoons.
That's
if you're a normal human.
Yeah.
If you are me and Dustin, you split the jar.
Yeah.
But we'll put it in the fridge and it lasts a little longer.
Yeah. So it's a definite dessert.
Mm-hmm.
It's we love the energy pods that Fahad makes over at Keto Geek, but they were small, so he decided to make this. He's also toying with the idea of making an even bigger size.
Yeah.
But he'll have to get the pricing down to where it's less per serving than this.
Maybe you should talk to him and see if he can use anything other than palm oil too.
Well, palm oil, I don't have necessarily a problem with palm oil as long as it's palm fruit oil and not palm seed oil.
Wow.
So palm kernel oil is where they break apart the seed, the kernel, and make an oil out of it like a seed. Mm-hmm. So like a seed oil, where the palm oil, if it's palm fruit, it's basically like coconut oil, avocado oil.
You might want to ask him to define that.
Yeah, he probably should define that, because make sure that everyone knows that it is palm seed or palm
kernel or
palm fruit oil. Yeah, I'll let him know. I don't know if he'll watch this or not, but yeah. So I mean, it's delicious. You can use it in recipes and all that stuff. But yeah, I do have an affiliate link with them. So
Yeah, you can use it on stuff, in stuff. If you make your own creamies, a little scoop on top is nice.
Yeah.
You can put it on berries. You can have it just on its own because chocolate is delicious. And it's not hazelnut, it's chocolate. Because I don't know about you guys, I am not a fan of the hazelnut spread stuff. That stuff to me is terrible.
I think I would trip and fall into that jar.
Yeah. It's good stuff. It really
It's
is.
so delicious.
And
I mean, even they have other they do have the little cups. They're
Mhm.
just more expensive, but they do have a coffee one. Basically, it's like he took
chocolate covered coffee beans,
chocolate covered espresso beans
Mhm.
and made them into
a spread.
a creamy heaven.
Oh, it's delicious.
I had a cup of it to do a review on, and somebody ate it. Their
You told me
initial
you brought it for me.
I did bring it for you to make a video on.
You told me you brought it for me. I didn't hear the rest of that. What I heard was, I brought this for you.
She doesn't listen to the words that I say.
And so I ate it.
Anyway, Shauna says, I made a vanilla cream version of Keto Chow drop biscuits. That Cocoa Zen was amazing on it. Oh, I bet that was.
I bet that was delicious.
Elsa can not crawl out until it was empty. Oh, it's so good.
I mean, I've literally stuck my finger in the jar and cleaned it out. Like, it's that good. It really is.
Yeah, and Fahad lives in Napa Valley. So he's in the area of Shauna. Yeah. Spread it on a chaffle. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, just by the spoonful.
Could you imagine that coffee flavored stuff in your coffee?
Oh my God. Well, I would be concerned if it dissipated to the bottom, because then I would have to find a way to lick out the bottom of my coffee cup. And I use a really big, deep coffee cup. Anyway, I would figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff's good.
You'd figure it out.
Yes, I would.
Why do you always got to go to the gutter, Sharon?
Because
this, not this.
Stop.
This.
Stop.
What? No one saw that.
They don't need more info from you.
She says, surprisingly, I have not put it in my coffee.
I don't want to waste it. And I'm sure it would be good in my coffee, but it's much better just by the spoonful.
Oh, it's so good.
I can't say much better because I've not tried it in my coffee, but by the spoonful, by the pound, by the jar.
We've gone through what, 10 jars?
Yeah, but it's been a while. We haven't ordered any in a while.
We were ordering 5 at a time.
And I decided that my butt is big enough. I don't need to make it bigger.
Yeah.
So we've been going to the pool.
Stacy is here. She says, hello from Fostoria, Ohio. We are stuffing our faces while watching. Well, we appreciate you.
Yes, we do. I just finished stuffing my face.
I have not eaten today. I just had my coffee with my cream. Well, I've had this too, but this is, I don't know, 10 calories. Woo!
Real girls on video going, woo!
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Bob and Tom, if you ever watched it. So we've been going to the pool, and I am an avid sunscreen wearer. I have gotten sunburned to the point where I've been a lobster and like had pain and peeling and stuff like that. And I never want to go back to that again. So I do wear sunscreen. He doesn't. He's quite red. Anyway, but I noticed like the skin around my mouth has gotten really dry and flaky since.
Mine too.
And ever since, yours has. Can you even tell there's skin under all that? Are you sure?
No.
Anyway, so ever since I was old enough to like buy my own stuff, I've used Clean and Clear lotion because my skin is pretty sensitive and I break out a lot. But even using that, like it's still really, really dry. And I'm not sure what's happening. It's probably that I'm old. You know, that's the thing. So I'm wondering if you guys use any like particular face lotion that doesn't break you out, but helps keep you moisturized without making you greasy and isn't expensive. I'm not going to go drop $50 on product. That's ridiculous. The Clean and Clear that I've always used is like $10 a bottle and it lasts for like 6 months.
What about some beef tallow?
I am not going to rub beef tallow on my face.
Why not?
I'm not doing it.
Just try it.
No.
See if it works.
No.
She doesn't even listen to me. She doesn't like my ideas. She shoots me down.
I'm not doing it.
Shauna says she literally just uses coconut oil.
See, my daughter has eczema in her hair, and I tell her to use coconut oil on it.
She did for a while.
And she did for a while, and it really helps because she gets very bad plaque psoriasis across her scalp. But, you know, she's an adult. Nobody can tell her any different or any better. So
And she's like on the opposite side of the planet from keto.
Correct. But coconut oil, I just wonder if I would break out because I can use like Burt's Bees chapstick on my lips. But if I get around the lip,
lard.
If I get around the lip area, then I get zits. And I know I'm 45 and I still get zits. What the hell? But I haven't really tried anything other than what I've always used. But my skin is just right around here. It's very, very dry and it's new within the last month or two.
We got to take a moment here.
Yeah.
Charlie says, quarterly doctor's appointment went well. Labs look good. Officially down 180 pounds.
Woo, woo! Hell yeah!
I need to go in and make some cool like things.
Something that goes
that just goes like plays across the screen and does all that fun stuff.
Music.
Yeah, music. I need to make some like
that is flipping amazing, Charlie. Way to go!
You've lost a grown adult.
Yes. I wish I could lose my grown adult. I love you.
Anyway. She doesn't. She wouldn't even know how to do anything.
I wouldn't have the passwords to anything. Ever again. I'd just be like, I don't know what it is. I'm locked out.
She tried to use the stove today and I had to correct her.
Don't. Do not. Do not. I know how to cook. I have been cooking for myself ever since I was tall enough to reach the stove. And this one tries to tell me today how to turn the stove on. I almost fully lost it.
It had nothing to do with turning the stove on. It was using the right burner.
It was fine. I know how to cook.
There's a teeny burner, a bigger burner, and a bigger burner. And she was using the teeny one instead of the middle one. I was just trying to help.
I was this close to having to call a mortician.
So what she said is I had some wiggle room.
This close. He was really, really trying.
I'm always trying.
You were severely trying this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not ever tell me how to cook. Might as well try to tell me how to drive.
Slow the fuck down. Sorry for my adult language. You've already said bad words already too.
I have.
Yeah.
You fucking rock.
Hey, come on now.
Twice. You're welcome.
All right.
F-bombs are worth it for that.
Yeah.
If you knew me in my regular daily life, you would understand that virtually every sentence that I speak has at least one cuss word in it. Just is what it is.
I've been using e.l.f. facial sunscreen. What do the elves think about that? Do you squeeze them, juice them? Like, do you put them in the blender? Like, how do you get the e.l.f. to secrete said sunscreen?
Oh, shush. It's a brand that they sell at Target. And
Target is trying to eradicate the elves. Ugh.
Target is a scary place for us. We can usually not get out of there without dropping a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
And none of it's for me.
Correct. And it doesn't make you feel greasy if you don't touch. Okay, so that's another problem is that I touch my face a lot. A lot. The worst part is when I'm at work and I'm fully gowned up and in an isolation room with somebody who has something that I really don't want. Without fail, my face will itch. And I don't wear makeup because I know that I touch my face too much to wear makeup and I'll just spread it everywhere and it'll get all over everything.
Sure, look the Joker.
I would look like the Joker, but I don't know. I need a lotion that's not too greasy, that's gonna not break me out, that I can touch. I don't know. I might try the e.l.f. stuff though.
Sean's here.
Hello, Sean. Thank you for joining us.
Matt's here bringing the little castle to the cornfield.
Yes. We
I
love
love
the
it when
castle.
I love it when he brings the Disney magic.
I love it. I love it when the girl points out hidden Mickeys on things, even when it's not even remotely close to looking like a Mickey head. It's my favorite. The other day, she saw like 3 blueberries next to each other, and she was like, "Look, Ma, hidden Mickey." I was like, "Not really, but it's cool. Yes, 100% hidden Mickey."
Were they touching like a Mickey?
Not really.
Yeah, that's good enough. Don't even. I will throw you out the window.
I just told her, "You're right, babe. It looks good. Now eat it." Anywho,
It's only $15 and 35 SPF. It's called Sun Touchable.
okay, I will look into that one. Yeah, I need something that is going to stop this dryness and is going to not be greasy, not break me out, and not, you know, I don't want to change the color of my skin. I don't need anything with tone. No.
One of the women that I follow on Instagram, the one that I've had her on before on the channel before I was doing lives. It was a recorded, but it's in there early.
Mm-hmm.
And she had got this new tanning thing, and like the day she put it on, she looked like an 1890s chimney sweep. Like
I do not need that.
That's like the day one. She looked like a chimney sweep, and I pointed that out to her on Instagram. I was like, "You look like you're a chimney sweep from Mary Poppins," and she lost it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like the next day, she looked like a normal human, but
Yeah.
like a tanner human. But day one, she's like,
Jiminy,
chim chiminy, chim chim shrew. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I see one air fryer. Which burner decision?
Yeah. See, I don't need help. I know how to do it.
Jahil is here. He says, "Are you having a boy lunch dinner, Dustin?" Also, hi, Chandra. I use peach slices oil-free moisturizer. It sort of smells like coconuts, but I don't see coconut in the ingredients, which I avoid too.
Peach slices. Is it expensive? That kind of sounds like something fancy.
We'll
I'm
find
like,
out.
can I buy it at Walgreens? How'd you?
Sounds like Destiny's Johnny says, "Hey, cutie." Probably talking to me.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Ooh, what was that?
There's like something going on outside.
I don't know. But I don't.
Let's see. The kids don't like it when the parents bicker.
You're not wrong.
Well, I mean, even with that today, the girl was like, "Pa, we don't fight." I'm like, "We're not fighting."
We weren't fighting. I was maybe threatening to throw you out a window, but that's about it. It wasn't an argument. I already won.
Elf brand has short containers.
With this big.
Lynn says that she's a little late. No, we started really, really late. We've only been going 20 some minutes. So
yes, thanks for joining us, Lynn.
Yeah, thank you.
We're okay with being late to the party. We're never on time.
Matt says spending tomorrow at the Magic Kingdom, meeting up with a Navy buddy that I haven't seen in about 20 years.
I hope that goes well. Thank you for your service, and just hug a random character for us and just tell him.
And by random character, all the ones you see.
True. Don't get escorted out. Like, don't.
Now, I know that they don't have to let go of children. They're not supposed to let go of children until the children let go. What about adults?
He wants to know because he wants to know how long he can hug them.
I want to hug them forever.
And you know what? Generally,
but not in a creepy way, but like I'm a big giant toddler type way.
Yeah. Generally, I'm not a huggy, touchy person. I do not like to be hugged and touched. But when we went to Magic Kingdom with the girl and we met characters, it was, Ma, hug them. Ma, hug them. I got to hug so many characters.
As you should. If you go to the Magic Kingdom or any of the lands or any of the places and you're not hugging the characters, why are you even there?
You know what? I'm happy just to see them and get their autograph. I do not need to hug them.
Lies.
I don't.
Let's see. I was just trying to type hi to you, but I keep typing airing for some reason. Have all the fun, please.
Yes, have so much fun. I am very excited for you Disney is like our happy place.
No, it wasn't charcoal. It was a tanner, like a self tanner. So, but like when she put it on, the initial coloring let it look like a chimney sweep. Just think, Dick Van Dyke, his face in, spoonful of sugar. Scott's here.
Well, hello. Sorry, I'm mildly distracted.
That's okay. We're having troubles. Can't get it together. We're like,
we got summer fever.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, and Jaheel says, oh, I forgot. The prices are $11.
Well, that's not
It's
bad.
not huge, but it lasts me a while. Plus, it keeps me from going super oily for a bit. And I'm basically walking olive oil.
We'll just spread you on some keto bread and it'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that combination skin. Some of it's dry, some of it's oily, some of it's, whatever. But this new dryness is, and it's only been since we've been out in the sun so much, but it's not like concerning where I should see a doctor. It's more like my face is going, what the hell? Why are we seeing sunlight? Because typically I'm exceptionally
I'm not
pale.
even red.
You are all over your back and shoulders.
That's fine.
But
it's
typically I'm very pale. I get sunburned and then it immediately turns to tan and stays forever. And, then the winter comes and I get really pale again. It just is who I am. But my skin, the texture of it has always been just a hot mess. And usually that clean and clear lotion works fine for me. But now it seems to almost be it's not improving it. And it's not necessarily making it worse. It's just obnoxious. It's just, I don't want to look like my face is starting to peel off from my nose down.
It looks like I got villain eyebrows.
You are a villain.
The worst villain ever.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I'm the most villain that's ever villained.
I know. You cry when other people get hurt.
Matt says, the hug rule is for all guests. The character won't let go until the guest lets go first. Good to know.
That is good to know.
Like, we closed an hour ago, sir.
That would be weird.
Sean says, any more than 5 Mississippis and it's groping, not hugging. But it's so cute. I see all the videos of like the kids dressed as the character and they're hugging him and they're like, oh, and they're just like, yes.
So Giant Softy here, he watches these things and tears up every time. It's so cute.
Like the ones with the sign language or like the kids finding it, you talk like me.
Yeah. Or the one where the girl met Loki, her favorite character.
Oh my goodness.
And he was just a mess. Like, look at this. I was like, oh, dear Lord, babe, I love you. Yeah, it's very touching.
Rude. He says, I'll find a character and get a hug with a photo. And I'll be sure to get a picture in front of the haunted mansion.
I love it. I am wearing my Gracie Manor hoodie right now. I love it. It's got the guys down the side. The busts. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I love it. It's an awesome hoodie.
I need to get some tattoos.
Oh, I would love. Okay, so here's my idea for a tattoo that I've never gotten and probably never will get because I have a weird relationship with tattoos that I don't want to get one and be disappointed in. And I'm a very harsh art critic. And I probably have no business or right to be so, but I am. And so my idea is the villains on my back playing cards at a card table. And you've got Hades and Maleficent and Jafar and just all of the villains, okay? And the Cheshire Cat is sitting like on a dresser behind them, and the rug underneath is
Scar.
No, the rug underneath is not Scar, it's Mufasa, because the villains were appreciating and the good guys were getting rid of. And in the there's a bird cage that has Zazu in it, and just I picture
is there a fish tank with
in my
Nemo?
head. There's a fish tank with Nemo, and the whole thing, like I picture it in my head as just an amazing either art piece or back piece of a tattoo. But I would really hate to get it and be disappointed in it.
Well, here's the deal about a back piece.
You never see it.
You will never see it.
I would.
You'll never feast your eyes on the actual tattoo.
Yes, but what if they look like little crackheads?
Well,
instead of,
you
like, the
know who would
characters?
do it, and you
I
know that
know.
they would show you,
I know.
and you know it would turn out fantastic.
I know. And there'd be a bookshelf with the Haunted Mansion busts on it. It's probably far too intricate and detailed to put on your back and have it be.
Would be perfect.
Have it be.
It would have to be planned all the way. You'd have to go from neck, shoulders, all the way down to like the top of your crack.
Yeah, but I think it would be amazing. Anywho, that's my idea.
Yes, the service dog who got to see Pluto, and it was like freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like being a softie.
I like that you are a softie because I am not.
Because, okay, there's enough bad in the world that I can find the good, like, okay, I say that there's more good than there is bad in the world.
I agree with that.
But more focus is put on the bad. You see more of the bad than you see of the good. Most of the actual good in this world
goes unnoticed.
Not necessarily unnoticed, but it goes unrecognized. It goes unpublicized. I mean, every time you do something kind for somebody, all the kindness in the world is always happening much more higher rate than bad.
Mm-hmm.
But we fixate on the bad.
Yeah.
And I refuse,
I agree.
And Matt says those videos make him tear up too. Good.
Yeah. I think they're cute, but I don't tear up.
Nan is here, made alive. How is everyone? We are wonderful.
We are good. How are you?
Just a little, we're good. It's just like the summertime, we get a little breezy.
Lackadaisical.
Yeah. It's difficult to stay on a schedule. We don't really have a schedule.
No, we don't. We do things on our own time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a schedule on the weekends. Friday, Saturday, Sunday for every potential week coming up.
And Stacy says, no sunburns here. We spend hours out in the yard and gardening. No sugar, no seed oils, I think is why.
Yeah. See, and I don't want to test the theory only because I know I burn. I have since I was a child. I know that I burn. And I know how painful it is. And I, like, even right now, I'm not sunburned as such, but my knees are, like, definitely red. It'll turn to tan by morning, but right now, they're red.
Charlie says he seems to tan pretty easy.
Yeah. I never really have. I've always been really pale, burnt, then it goes to tan. But the burn usually for me, I've never really had any that lasts more than 24 hours. But that 24 hours is like, you're hot, you're miserable, everything hurts, it's uncomfortable, and then it goes away and you're okay. Mine always fades to tan. But it was a hot mess. I don't want to test it now. When I was a kid, we went to, I preface this with, I was a very privileged child. I understand that I was a very privileged child, and I'm sorry if this makes anybody else feel uncomfortable, but when I was a teenager, we went to the Cayman Islands several times as, to spend our vacations. And on more than one occasion, I fell asleep on the beach with my sister, and we would scoot our beach chairs down to the ocean. So the waves just kind of come up and hit your legs. And it was beautiful and it was a lot of fun. And then you fall asleep, and when you wake up, your legs are on fire, like so red, so painful. And then you go upstairs, you take a shower, you go to bed, you can't sleep at all night. And then you get up the next morning and you're still pretty miserable, but by nighttime it's become a tan. I was lucky enough for that to happen. My sister, however, is much more pale than I am, and she would like burn and peel and just pain for days and weeks. And mine was not that bad.
Blister, burn, and peel is the name of that song.
Yeah, but mine was bad enough that I'm like, I don't really want to repeat that, and I don't really want to try it again.
So we finished up this week. We watched a show called The Dead Boy Detectives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about these boys.
Ghosts.
Well, they're the ghosts. It's not a spoiler. We know they're ghosts. One boy died in like 1916 or something like that.
Mhm.
The other one died in what,
90s,
1980 something?
something, whatever.
Um,
But they're perpetually teenage boys.
yeah. And they're roughly the same age because they went to the same school.
Mhm.
That's how one ghost met up with the other ghost or
Right.
whatever. And then they meet up with this like psychic girl who doesn't know who she is. And they start,
Because a demon had been possessing her.
yeah. So, I mean, and that's all we'll really say about the show, but it kind of goes on from there.
It was cute.
And there's some cool stuff like the ghost can travel through mirrors.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
It was cute. It's got all kinds of supernatural creatures in it, witches and whatnot.
And we finished it. Hopefully, we don't know for sure. We don't know yet if there's going to be a season 2.
Right.
I guess it's kind of loosely connected with The Sandman, which is another Netflix series.
Yeah, we haven't watched that.
We haven't watched that. I guess there's there's a couple. I think they've made some kind of appearance in that show before they gave them their own show. But maybe we'll watch that. I don't know. We've been watching the second half of this season of Bridgerton. We're 2 episodes in with 2 more to go.
Oh, I love Bridgerton.
Bridgerton is so good.
It's just good.
Yeah.
It's just good. And we ended it on a kind of a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah. So we'll have to watch that probably maybe tonight, depending.
Maybe. I got work to do.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
where are
see.
we at?
Matt says, I have been out in the sun for many hours in a day. I have to be out in the sun many hours in the day to burn. Have only burned once since moving to Florida 5 years ago. So he moved to Florida and became a Disney cast member.
I'm telling you what.
I know. If we get all the kids to move to Disney.
Yeah, because I won't live away from my kids.
We'd have to have everybody down there.
Yeah. My daughter's mad at me right now, but she'll get over it. But I still wouldn't move away from her.
You can talk about that in a second.
I'm not going to talk about that.
Let's see. Sean says, I can never decide on what I wanted for a tattoo. Now I want a Celtic cross with my mom's initials and date of her passing. I have
That's a really nice tattoo.
I have a tattoo on the back of my neck, and it's a
kraken.
It's a kraken holding like a wristwatch, and the wristwatch has the time that my mom passed away.
My only other tattoo idea is a nurse with a plague mask, but more like a stylized pinup style plus size nurse, like how I imagine myself in my head wearing a plague mask. But I haven't gotten that either. Again, I'm not really sure I want it, but I want it. I don't know how to explain it. But
Matt Franklin says, spent 20 years in the Navy and never got a tattoo. Got to work on getting my Star Wars tattoos done.
Yeah, I love the concept of tattoos. I love seeing other people's artwork. I love it, but I'm also just like, well, what if I don't like it? What am I going to do about that if I don't like it? Then I'm stuck with it.
Stacy says, I've had 3 serious sunburns in my past. One of them might have to do something with my nudity on a deserted beach in Mexico and the hangover from the tequila.
Yes, I love that. Not that you got sunburned, but that sounds like an amazing adventure.
Just living your life as you want.
Right? That sounds like so much fun.
Let's see. Jahil says, why are you telling us about your supernatural life as if it's a show? I mean, I'm a teenage boy who died.
I'm a dead teenage boy.
It's a good show. There was another show.
I thought it was cute.
There was another show that I liked from way back when,
like the ghosted one.
It was an early TV. It was an early 2000s show. I think it was called Dead Like Me. It was on Showtime. It had Mandy Patinkin in it. You know Mandy. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha,
Everybody knows who he is. They never know his name. His name is Mandy. Wow. Okay, and he's awesome. And he was kind of like the father figure in that show.
Yeah.
It was a group of ghosts that worked they were called Reapers. And they were like, when you passed away, you kind of got put into that job. And your job was you'd get a slip of paper, a time and a name of where you needed to be that day to reap the soul of somebody who was going to die. And it was, pretty interesting show. I think it ran 2 or 3 seasons. And I think there was a movie, but I never watched the movie. And the movie didn't have all the characters in it. So I was kind of like, eh. But yeah,
Anywho,
L Strange says, I just ordered a jar of Cocoa Zen. Thanks for the discount. You are so welcome.
you're gonna love it. It's very good.
Mandy P sings a meme somewhere over the rainbow. I loved him, and I had a love-hate relationship with the TV show. What was it called? Homeland. He was in Homeland, and I love that espionage spy, like that whole thing. I love that kind of when they go into the techniques and they show you how they do it and all that stuff. I love that show, but Claire Danes was so hard to watch.
She plays crazy really well.
Yeah. Let's see. If Jahil says, if I ever get a tattoo, I think it will be of me, Timmy, my child son, and my ex-wife Vanessa, because she really tried to keep our marriage together. But I'm a dog, so woof woof bow wow, I miss her.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
I'm sure it's kind of like the guy that was on Kill Tony last night, who had a wife and kid, and then he's separated.
Yeah.
We'll tell you about that in text later, Jahil.
Yes. Too funny.
Yeah.
I would love to see that tattoo drawn out.
Mandy P was also in Criminal Minds.
He was in Criminal Minds, and I used to watch that, but I have a super active imagination. Very, very active. It's why I like the not really creepy Halloween movies, but I love Halloween because I can't get it out of my head, and I will take whatever concept and just run with it. So I had to stop watching Criminal Minds because I couldn't sleep anymore. And I know it's all dramatization. Some of it's based on real life, meh, sort of. But I can't watch it. Couldn't watch it anymore. Excuse me. Just couldn't watch it.
There is a Reddit, a subreddit of Sandman subreddit. Help Dead Boy Detective get renewed for season 2. Yeah, I hope it does. But shows like Criminal Minds and all the shows that are like it, where it's like you don't really need to know what happened the last episode.
Right.
Those just, I don't know. It's hard for me to pay attention to.
Criminal Minds does develop characters. Like the further into it you get.
Well, I know there's character development, but it's like most anybody outside of like the 5 basic characters are all one-offs, or like they'll be on multiple times, but they'll play different characters or whatever. Because it's like that and like the SVU stuff and all like.
I don't like that. I don't want to watch that.
All those shows, they're all like.
I used to watch Law and Order.
Like
I thought it
30
was
seasons. You know what I mean?
It was good. I mean, it was, I liked that, but I don't like the SVU. I don't want to. Nope, I'm good. Don't need that in my brain.
Iced tea, baby.
Don't need that in my brain. I do not.
Stacy says she has 3 snowflakes on the back of her neck for my 3 children. Need to add 9 for my grandchildren and 13 for my great grandkids. And a guy with a beard because he's great.
I like that. A blizzard for her family. Well, hello, Ken.
Ken is here. He's like, how to stay. He's like, he just wrote in our yearbook, stay cool.
Right. Did he draw the little peace sign hands? Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. My daughter says she wants to get matching tattoos with me, and so does my best friend. And I just think like
you have to get 2 different ones.
Yeah, I know. But I just think like I don't know if I really want a tattoo. Like I do in theory, but in reality, do I?
So one of my
I don't know.
I had a friend that passed away in 2014. And I've stayed in touch with his mom, and I started helping her today, getting kind of sorted out to start keto. She's been vegan for 15 years. She's to the point where she's trying to lose weight and feel better. She's like talking about wanting to start smoking again. She hasn't smoked in umpteen years, and she's like 20 some years or whatever. And I'm like, no, don't do that.
No, that's the wrong choice.
And we were talking about things, and she is trying to relearn how to eat meat. It's a very long process if you haven't eaten meat in a long time.
Yeah.
And so she's kind of going to start off with fish and eggs, but she's very particular. She wants, and I know that that's better, but she's like, the pasture raised eggs and all that stuff. That's just the best. But I mean, realistically, for someone like us, we can't afford that. And
No.
she's open to the idea of trying like locally sourced, farm raised, humanely raised cows and all that stuff. And where she hasn't had beef in who knows how long. But I was telling her, I was like, realistically, animal foods, whether it's fish, eggs, beef, whatever you can tolerate, it's going to take a while. She said she's been eating eggs. She said, she said it hurts her so bad that she's gone so long without eating meat because she loves animals so much. And I said, you can love animals and want them treated humanely and still be a part of the circle of life. And I'm not getting into the thing with her about, the monocrop agriculture and all that stuff and how when they'll plow 1,000,000 square acres of corn and they're killing millions of voles and mice and birds and, all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? But, it's just, want someone to start and get their self healthy again. And she was like, oh, I love my broccoli with margarine. And I was like, well, you don't want to eat margarine. It's not healthy. Just mine is. And so she sent me it, and it's like the country crock. It says made with avocado oil, but it's still got soy oil and all these other things. And I was like, that's just not good. And I was like, butter is better. And I was like, butter is basically just the fat. It's not really dairy. I mean, it's still sort of a dairy, but not as much. And so she's going to maybe try some of that. I was like, just eat as much fish and eggs as you can. And I mean, if you need to, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and that kind of stuff.
And just
and plenty of salt and all that.
Yourself.
And just try to keep it simple. So, let's see. Becky is here. Good evening, afternoon. I'm drinking ice water with apple cider vinegar. A few drops of stevia to cool down. I've tried adding apple cider vinegar. I've even got like a little squirt container of like apple cider vinegar lemonade stuff. I can't get used to it.
No, I don't like the taste.
It's got too much of a weird, I just can't.
No.
I will take apple cider vinegar pills. I have some upstairs. But I just can't. It's just, and I'm sure if I got to the point where I drink it every day,
you wouldn't notice.
But I just can't.
I'm sure it's better for me than the Diet Coke.
Yeah, Jahil says he used to watch a lot of the true crime stuff, and now I can't because it's so dark. Also, I don't want to get paranoid about whatever. I end up dumping me in the river.
So here's my thought, at least for me. I'm a big girl. So if somebody wants to do that with me, they need to bring 4 friends.
They need help. They're going to have to go out like on, they have to go on like an app and find people. They're going to get like,
you need 5 people.
2 minute a truck
to move this. If you don't have 5 people, I'm not going anywhere.
But if you have coffee, a puppy, and some chocolate, and maybe some bacon or pork belly, she'll just follow you.
Bacon and pork belly.
You would eat it. You'd be like, let's go.
Oh, it tastes so good.
We've got leggings and hoodies in here.
Oh, if they had hoodies.
So like we've got
free hoodies. All right, I'm on board. Let's
just get a white van with free hoodies on the side. Curtains.
I might get in. But if they came to steal me, there needs to be at least 5 of them. At least 5. So just saying.
There are to keep you quiet.
Some benefits to being fat.
Charlie says, just finished Dr. Cake Shanahan's book, Dark Calories, talking about how seed oils and how it can create deranged fat cells in us and oxidation, but surprisingly, she doesn't talk about sunburns. I mean, that's still kind of on the outskirts, and I still think it does sound crazy when someone goes, I don't get sunburns if I don't eat seed oils and sugars. And there's a lot of the stuff that we do and we talk about that we found that truly does sort of happen. That sounds insane.
Well, it's the same way like when the kids would always say, but if you were keto, because, those of us in the keto community, we find random things that get healed by eating keto.
Like the idea of saying, you know what? If you go to the grocery store aisle and you see anything and everything with a heart healthy check mark, and you go, well, that's not good for me, people are going to go, what are you talking about? That stuff is designed to be healthy for you. They're going to
No.
think you're crazy. I know that it's not, but
No.
but the popular, the status quo, the
Right.
zeitgeist, the thing
So what's
is,
been advertised to you.
yes,
Heaven forbid you realize that
right.
the country is trying to sell you on crap. Anyway,
I have the word swear on my pinky. Best friend since second grade. We got our pinky swear done on a Hawaii vacation.
that's awesome.
I would love to do that with a girl when she's old enough, because we pinky swear all the time.
I would
But she's
say
old enough.
bonk.
Oh, bonk. Because her and I bonk.
In the new movie we watched, they bonked.
Because
That- what's it- what was it
she
called?
calls it
Mega-
giving me
Mega Man.
bangs.
Giving you bangs.
Yeah.
Mega Man. Isn't that what it was called?
Because I'm like, can I have a kiss? And then she goes, yeah, but she goes, wait, bang, and then like basically headbutt each other.
Soft.
Oh yeah, it's not hard.
There's been a few times it's not been soft,
She comes a little hard.
but yeah.
And Jahil wants to know, can you quickly explain why seed oils are bad? I think you said olive oil is okay, which is what I use, but maybe I'm making that up and never heard you say it. Okay,
Olive oil is good.
So olive oil comes from olives. It doesn't come from the pit of the olive. If it came from the pit of the olive, it would be a seed oil.
And it would be bad.
So basically, that's where like avocado oil comes from the avocado,
Not from the pit.
right? Seed oil. So like canola is actually rapeseed. There's cottonseed oil. There's all. Basically, they're taking something.
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil is also seed. Basically, canola oil
or corn oil.
Well, the vegetable oil, when you're buying actual vegetable, I actually think it's not made from vegetables. You're not getting broccoli oil.
No.
I can look it up and see exactly what it says.
The majority of the seed oils were created in the 20s as lube for machines.
Especially in the war effort.
They are not designed for human consumption. They were generally regarded as safe for use in food, not designed as food. They have that, what is it? It's not called, it's called something like generally regarded as safe, but there's an actual initials for it that the FDA uses for certain food things. But vegetable oils are what, they're not designed to be eaten. They're actually designed as lube for machines. They are weird, distorted, chemically manufactured things.
Oh, and it's awful. You can look on YouTube and find how they make it.
They're not, there's nothing natural about them.
No, it takes so much to get oil out of that.
And you don't want to put that into your body. You would do just as well as using WD-40.
No, it probably tastes better.
Vegetable.
And there's people who've gotten to the point where they like the taste of vegetable oil because it's been bleached. It's been all that. There's no real flavor to it.
Yeah.
And
I grew up on margarine.
You grew up on margarine, Crisco. Yeah. I used to love Olivio. That was one of my favorite things to eat was Olivio because it had olive oil in it and it had salt and it had a buttery flavor.
The concept is to move away from stuff that has been so distorted and morphed that it's no longer natural and move toward things that are natural. Olive oil is natural. Coconut oil is natural. Butter is natural, made from fats from animals. All of those good. Seed oils, canola oils, things like that. If it just says vegetable, then that means you don't know what the hell it comes from. Corn oil, soy oil.
Corn oil. Corn oil is a fattier thing too, but I wouldn't. Yeah, we get a fair share of corn oil like once a year. Yeah. At the fair.
Yeah. Well.
Shauna says stay away from baby oil unless it's freshly squeezed, baby.
Yes, freshly squeezed babies make great baby oil.
Usually but that's usually brown and stinky.
Yeah.
You squeeze them, but you know what I mean?
But no, all of those seed oils are very, very bad for you. And I can't remember all the reasons why, but just imagine that they're made as lube.
No, I don't need baby oil. I shine from within.
Yes, you do, Jahil. Yes, you do.
Jahil is one of my most favorite people.
Yes.
We've never met in person, but I love him.
True.
And we
probably
talk.
Need to meet in person at some
point. We do, but I don't want to go to Jersey.
Honey, nobody wants to go to Jersey. People in Jersey don't want to go to Jersey.
It's true. We'll have to meet in New York.
My mom's from New Jersey. Do you say huge?
I say
Just
huge.
a question.
I say huge.
Because
Especially on Toxic Tuesdays.
she would always say, you don't pronounce the H. The H is silent. Oh, you Hoosiers saying huge. It's like, okay, Mom. Sure.
Huge.
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 Anyway. Huge.
Today is Sarah's 1-year anniversary on YouTube. Go over and send her some love. Like, share, subscribe, watch all her videos. Show her all the love that she deserves.
Yes, do that.
Yes, deserves all of it.
Oh, itchy ear.
And I think with that, I think we need to get on out of here. It's been a long day.
Yes.
We're almost at an hour. I want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody who is a member, who helps us along the way, helps us keep this channel going.
Yeah.
Shows up, shows us love.
And if you haven't tried the Cocoa Zen, go check it out. It's yummy.
It's
Kind of dangerously yummy. Yeah.
Rummy.
Yeah, words. That again, we need to go. Dangerously yummy, so be prepared.
Yes.
Like yummy. Oh, that's some good stuff.
I need to eat some food. I'm hungry.
Yeah, you need to eat food. Do you have your other thing tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched the movie, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's Kickboxer. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Huge. Anyway, we love you. Let's see. Wait. What is wait, we are still waiting for your Amazon Prime login.
Yes.
You don't want ours. We have commercials. We're not paying extra for commercials.
True. Very true. And anything you buy on our Amazon Prime is just going to get shipped to me. So
that's right. Oh, I did send Shauna Air Frying Auntie is going to be printing me some stickers. I had 100 sheets sent to her, so that's about 1,300 stickers. So I will be, once I have a supply of those, we'll probably do a little giveaway, something small to get some stickers out there.
I love stickers.
Or maybe I'll do a bump up and do another membership tier, and we'll do sticker giveaways for people who join that or something like that. We'll see.
I love stickers.
Stickers. They look like this.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who can't find the camera.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we love all of your faces. I hope to see you all soon. Matt, tell Sarah that we love her. Enjoy your day tomorrow at the Magic Kingdom. Everybody else, have a great night.
Have a great night, guys.
Thank you all so much for being here with us week in and week out, and we truly do appreciate you beyond words.
We will see you next Tuesday.
That's right.